Hi goats, let's talk about some yarn. If you're here from the video where I was dyeing yarn, welcome. Thanks for watching that. It was the first time I had done that, and this is what my face looks like. You might have noticed I am actually starting to edit my videos again because I found a program that looks promising. As of filming, I haven't tackled that yet, so let's wish luck to editing a thorn. So yeah, so I have some yarn to show you that I dyed and washed yesterday. I was going to do the unboxing or unbagging out of the wash bags with you, but I realized, well, I'm just really tired last night, so I didn't do that. But now the yarn's been combed and almost dry, so that will be fun to see also. Then I also have a few updates to share, exciting things that I'm hoping to bring to you soon. So yeah. Let's just get started with the yarn that I'm holding right now. Aside from that one, that's a different colorway. Just kidding, I'm holding two of one colorway and one of a different one, and I thought the third one, I thought a tiny twig got tangled in this yarn, so I thought the two were different than, I thought I had two of color A and I had two of color B. I thought I had two of color A. Can you guess which flag this is based on? The name I'm going to give these skeins is Herald. They're lesbians, because it is based on the lesbian pride flag. Didn't quite get 3 shades of orange and purple, but I hope that I got like a good tonal gradient. And this one is still slightly damp, which is understandable given it's only been 24 hours that it was out here. Still much faster than any other base I've worked with so far in terms of drying. But this is what it will look like when it's twisted into a hank or skein thing. I'll just go ahead and twist them just for fun. This one's a bit drier actually. Second colorway is for a similar section of the queer community. One of my friends told me about the sapphic inclusive pride flag, which is like purple, pink, yellow, and green, I think. It's based on the poetry of Sappho, so I thought I'd call this colorway Friends of Sappho, kind of like you have Friends of Dorothy. And you only see a hint of the green, but it's down here. Then the yellow and the pink kind of fades from red into purple, which is the last color. Oh, and exciting news, this yarn actually is for you, you guys. It's going on the website. I know the past few unboxings I've shown have maybe been a bit tantalizing because it's not, it's yarn I'm going to sell in person, but this one's for y'all. And I will be branching into worsted yarn soon, or worsted weight. I wanted to kind of round out the fingering weight a bit more first. If you hear my housemate's cat in the background, yes, she is loud. I love how bright that colorway came out. really both of them. Like, cotton yarn is so good at making a really vibrant color. As you can see, it is really hard to get full coverage, so I'm gonna have, like, you're gonna have a lot of white, but I've decided to think of that just as like the story of the yarn and each skein that I do. Same thing, like if some color transfer happens, I there are cases where I try to get as full coverage as I can and try to minimize color transfer, but I also try to balance that with saying, well, you know, it is our artisanal hand-dyed yarn, so it's part of the story of each skein. Like here, we hopefully you can see, I have to cover my face so that it will focus, which means I can't see what you're seeing. But anyway, here's this gorgeous kind of muted gold color in amongst the purple, because I think this this end of the yarn must have like touched an orange portion of the skein. Then I can see where a yellow part of the yarn touched the purple to make kind of a green, with, since the purple is blue and pink basically. That's with the dye that I use. I use like turquoise and fuchsia to make purple, so the kind of blue and hot pink. But yeah. And I have one more set of large full-size skeins that I used to make a new pride flag. One more new pride flag on a set of large skeins, yeah. The genderqueer pride flag. This one was a lot less challenging than some of them because we have only 3 stripes, and it's this pride flag has a white stripe in the middle, so I just basically leave that blank. So there's a lot less danger of getting pink in the green and vice versa. Although here we do have some of that. Just a bit of yellow, it looks like, which gives a nice, like, a little bit of bronze color almost in the purple. Here's the second skein of that. Too many hangers. The next one was meant to be a couple skeins of Vampire King on the cotton base. I do have a couple of skeins of that in the shop right now. I'm still deciding if I want that to be like kind of a dark reddish black or maybe a wine red. It seems to vary, and it's hard to get the same result. So it's just the word collection, which I use instead of colorway, is doing a lot of work with that one. But this one is not close enough to be that. Like it is gorgeous, but this looks a lot more like Cloak of Dreams, which is very similar to Vampire King, except it's like a blue black instead of a reddish black. And I think that's because I had this dye that I thought was my red and black mix, but it's actually the mist gray. So I had a labeling system with like different colors of washi tape, I think, but then the dye just dyed the washi tape, and now I have no idea whether something is red, purple, or dark blue. So that's a work in progress, but yeah. So I think I'll be putting these in the shop. I was going to use them for a personal project, but I do need some reddish black yarn for that. The reason I need reddish yarn is because it's going to be contrasting with this, which is my Lover of the Sea colorway. I think this is the first time I've dyed it on a cotton base. So this is for this will be for the project that I'm working on. It's gonna be part of the cardigan I'm doing now, and then like also a second cardigan for pagan reasons. But it's interesting how close to Time of the Moon this looks, which is more my grayish colorway that fades from dark to light. But I did use green, but it just looks much paler than the, well, I use seafoam green, which is very pale, and you can see that there are hints of green, but I didn't want it to be too saturated, and I may have gone too pale. But I do love how it kind of just gave a subtle hint of like a cool green to the whole thing. This part is black combined with the seafoam green. So I am excited to see how that turns out in my project. I think I'll skein up one of them. It is fun to see how the gradient colorways look. Ooh. But this yarn is still damp, so I'll have to hang it up later. Oh yeah, I forgot that I made one more set of Pride themed skeins, which is more of my Trans Pride colorway. Trans Dancing Unicorns, because I just love the whimsy of that name, and this just looks like a very unicorn colorway. Shout out to my friend who bought both of the skeins of this that I dyed last time, the same day I put them in the shop. So if you wanted more of this colorway, it's coming soon. I mean, not you in the general sense. There's a hint of the mini skein rainbow I'm going to show in a few minutes. Here's the second skein of the Trans Pride color. It does have a lot of purple because blue and pink make purple in yarn dye. I was trying really hard to keep blue and pink separate, so at least we'd have some of each color as well as the white, but I do love how it came out. Speaking of names, I don't have a fun name for the genderqueer one yet. Let me know if you have any ideas, bonus points for puns. I was thinking like, oh dear, genderqueer, spelled like deer with antlers, like my ring. before we get to the mini skeins, I have 2 yarn mops to show you. Yarn mops. Interesting thing about cotton is it's so hard to get full coverage that if you're just randomly wiping up what's spilled, because it's plant dye, there will be extra, like there will be more dye than you can possibly wipe up, but like what you do wipe up probably won't cover the whole skein, so I've got a lot of really nice variation. Not sure what to call this one, but it really reminds me of like a gemstone. I don't know gemstones well enough to know which one that would be, but it makes me think of one, like the fiery smoky ones. Leave me a comment if you know what gemstone this looks like. Speaking of fire, this one really looks like fire to me. I actually love it a lot. I would definitely consider, there's like sticky sap or something on this one. Hopefully we can take care of that by the time it's in the shop, because I don't want to sell you sticky yarn. But anyway, I would definitely consider doing a colorway based on this. Obviously I can't do exactly what I did for this one because it was a yarn mop, but I could probably come up with something similar. Okay, it's time for the mini skein rainbows. This one is actually going to be a kit. Here's the purple. I dyed one kit that I'm going to use as the prototype to make sure it works, and then 2 more I'm going to put in the shop, and these will both be for the pattern that we're going to do this Saturday on the live stream, which will be on my website soon. And by the time you're watching this, it may already be up. It's going to be a free pattern of like rainbow lips, like just a color work chart. And I'm not sure how soon I'm going to get this video up, because this week I'm just trying to take it easy, because unrelated to the holiday, July 4th is the anniversary of something bad that happened to me, so yeah, not fun. But anyway, so I dyed 3 of each color, and then a couple of black skeins were the background, and I forgot to grab the white skeins that I set aside to be the highlight, but I'll just show you the colorful ones and just mentally add in like an undyed skein. So these won't be on the website in time for this Saturday's cal, but I'm thinking of them kind of as, if you want to, if you want to buy the kits at some future time, then you'll have a live or a couple of lives, depending on how long it takes me to go through the pattern where I do walk you through it. So yeah. One sec while I'm going to just twist up a set of these. Okay, I'm finished making one kit minus the undyed skein, mini skein that would also be part of this. But we have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, and 2 black for the background. I think the pattern as written will be rainbow lips on a black background because, like, I'm goth and, you know, you might also be, so. But if you want to use a different background, that's fine too. Wow, this is so squishy. A very squishy bouquet. So I think that I'll be using that on Saturday when I try out this kit with this pattern and just make sure it works. But after that, it should be the other two should be on my website soon. And I'm also planning to add a form where if you want some yarn that is currently out of stock or just want to ask me, hey, can you do this colorway for me, then people can just like contact me. So I'm planning to add that, and so look out for that. Let's see, I guess we can get into the updates portion of the video. Besides the form, let's see, I'm thinking about merch. Like, I feel like some of my pixel art charts would look good on coffee mugs and tote bags and like t-shirts and stuff. I'm not at the point where I can offer YouTube merch. I think that's at like 1,000 subscribers, but I can set up a separate shop and just link it in the description. So I'm currently learning how to do that. I'm working on a pixel art design of Ban Rose, because like he's such a huge part of my channel, so I want to have him represented in the merch store, and I'll pop in the work in progress of what that, at least the first the design looks like so far. And speaking of subscribers, thank you to everyone who has subscribed. I'm at 500 now, so of course I want to do a giveaway. I'm still learning how to set that up properly with all of the rules, so this isn't the official announcement yet, but I can tell you what I'm planning to do. It'll probably be something like, you know, comment under the video with a word, or also people can probably get extra entries for joining my mailing list and things like that. The actual giveaway will hopefully be I'm planning on picking 2 winners, and the one person can have multiple entries, but can't win both of them. just to make it more fair. But I'm going to basically dye a custom skein of yarn, either worsted or fingering weight, like, you know, this size on the cotton base, or I can also do a mini skein set, probably like 7 mini skeins, either worsted or fingering weight, and that can be either a color you've seen me do before or that you want me to try out. I can't promise that it will look exactly like you had in mind, but I'm certainly willing to try, and I I will be paying for shipping to get the yarn to you because I don't want there to be hidden costs. But yeah, keep keep an eye out for the official announcement about that coming out soon. And I'll say this there too, but obviously this would not be associated with YouTube in any way. Just me and my goat, and you goats also. I'm thinking about opening a Patreon and trying to come up with good perks for that. Because I know that to make this thing I can live to make this a thing I can live off of, I do need to kind of diversify my income, and also like that would give you more chances to engage with me if you want to, and I definitely appreciate your support. So the only perk I know I want to give so far is like maybe a weekly picture of bound roast with a like a goat motivational statement, which would be cute. So let me know if there are things that you would like to see on that, because I want to offer things people actually want. I mean, there's that, and then also like things that are sustainable and fun for me to do too, but like also that people want. So yeah, let me know. And in the meantime, I think that's all that I have for you right now. You can follow me on Instagram for more goat content, and also I post reels about my yarn over there. And my website, where this yarn will be at some point soon, is in the description also. So yeah, thanks for watching, and have a goat day. It's time to goat by.